Happy Sat Stacking Saturday, Crypto fam. In today's show, we'll be discussing why the crypto market is up and breaking out. And quoting Stacey Herbert, moving to El Salvador just got easier. Residency and business visas for Bitcoiners, innovators, and tech companies. Let's frickin' go. Also in today's show, SEC versus Binance US strike a temporary agreement on asset access. We'll also be discussing Tether response to account deactivation controversy, raising compliance checks, as well as macro guru Raoul predicts exponential move for crypto over the long term and says the current sell-off is noise. We'll also be discussing billionaire Mike Novogratz says that the BlackRock filing for Bitcoin spot ETF is the best thing that can happen to BTC. We'll also be discussing the top reasons why the Bitcoin price will smash $1 million per coin as per Strike CEO Jack Mallers. My favorite quote from Jack: there are only two things I can guarantee in this world. Number one, nobody can live forever. And number two, nobody can create more than 21 million Bitcoin. For everything else, there will always be more supply given enough demand. That's why the only two things I truly value are my life and my Bitcoin. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more in today's show. And welcome everyone just tuning in. This is pod episode number 1315. I'm your host, JV. Happy Saturday, a great day for stacking sats. Let's dive into today's market watch. As you can see, the entire crypto market is pumping and in the green. I love to see this. Bitcoin up 3% for the day, trading above 26,400. We have Ether up almost 4%, trading back above $1,700, with the top two gainers being Matic and Solana. And checking out coinmarketcap.com, the crypto market cap approaching 1.1 trillion with 32 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, with the Bitcoin dominance on the rise at 48.1%, with the Ether dominance at 19.5%. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers in the past 24 hours, SUI leading the pack, up approximately 17%, trading just under 75 cents, followed by Aptos, up 13%, trading at $6.93, followed by FXS, up 11%, trading at $5.63. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers for the past week, we now have Hex leading the pack, up over 20%, SUI up 17%, and Aptos up 12.8%, and virtually nothing in the red, minus just a couple of cryptos. And checking out my favorite indicator, which is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, shows we're currently rated a 47 neutral, same as yesterday. Last week a 49, and last month was a 51 in neutral. So there you have it. How many of you took advantage of this recent dip? Let me know in the comments below. And now let's dive into today's Bitcoin technical analysis and check out the charts and what's popping in the market. The crypto market obviously up, continuing on gains as oversold bounce across top crypto market assets continues. June 17th, the market cap grew by over 2%. The total market cap up now over $1 trillion, up nearly 7.5% from 975 billion low seen just 2 days ago. Bitcoin now comprises of nearly 50% of the crypto market. That's right, rebounded 8.5% since the June 15 lows of 24,750. Meanwhile, Ethereum is up over 9% in the past couple of days. Last week's worst performers included Solana, Cardano, Polygon, in which they also recovered between 8 to 15% in the same period. And the reason they're down so heavily last week was due to the SEC lawsuits versus Binance and Coinbase back to back. Now, interestingly, the crypto market cap started recovering a day after its RSI reading fell almost to 30, indicating it nearly oversold. From a technical perspective, an oversold RSI prompts a price recovery or consolidation, as shown here in this chart. Now, the main reason the market is pumping is BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF buzz. Let's discuss it. In addition to the technical bounce, growing speculations around the first Bitcoin ETF approval for the United States obviously helped the crypto market bounce. Notably, BlackRock, the investment firm managing $9.5 trillion of assets, applied to the US SEC for a Bitcoin spot ETF yesterday, July 16th. And throughout its history, the company has applied for 576 ETFs, facing only one rejection. So let that sink in. The crypto market has risen 4.5% since the BlackRock app And with market analyst Lark Davis predicting the SEC approval could have the asset manager purchase every single Bitcoin available across the crypto exchanges. Quoting him here, only about 10% of all the Bitcoin worth 50 billion bucks is sitting on the exchanges. 0.5% of BlackRock money movings to Bitcoin would buy every single Bitcoin available. Nonetheless, the SEC has rejected all Bitcoin ETF applications in the US, including those from asset managers like Van Eck, ARK Invest, and Bitwise. Now, from a technical perspective, the crypto market has ranged inside what appears to be a bull flag pattern since April of this year, which raises its prospects of continuing its recovery trend towards 1.37 trillion into the second half of this year, up 35% from the current valuations. Now, conversely, the bears will attempt to push the market cap below the bull flag's lower trend line, risking invalidating the bullish setup. And in this bearish scenario, the crypto market would drop towards the next major support of 875 billion, an important level from the June-November 2022 and March 2023 sessions. Now, quoting Stacy Herbert from a recent episode of the Orange Pill Pod with Max and Stacy, which premiered yesterday, moving to El Salvador just got easier. Residency and business visas for Bitcoiners, innovators, and tech companies. And if you want to apply, they include it here. It's accelatesv_IO to get more info on relocating to El Salvador, as they share tremendous resources. A mass shout out to El Salvador and Nayib Bukele and the people out there. And with that being shared, welcome to y'all just tuning in. Now we want to cover our next breaking story of the day, which is the latest update with the saga between the SEC versus Binance, the largest crypto exchange in the world. Let's break this down. Check it. Binance US, and the US SEC reportedly agreed on Friday, June 16th, to temporarily limit access to customer funds exclusively to Binance US employees. And according to the reports, the proposed agreement, pending approval from the overseeing federal judge, outlines measures for Binance US to prevent any access by Binance officials to private keys or wallets, including hardware wallets or root access to Binance US's Amazon Web Services tool. And additionally, the US-based crypto trading platform will disclose comprehensive info on business expenses, including estimated costs, in the upcoming weeks. Now, the agreement has emerged as a direct response to a motion filed by the SEC last week seeking to freeze the entirety of Binance US assets during ongoing legal proceedings. The regulatory body expressed apprehension that without a granted temporary restraining order, there might be a risk of funds being transferred offshore or crucial records being deliberately destroyed. However, Binance US's legal reps strongly opposed the notion, contending that imposing a complete freeze of all the assets would essentially be equivalent to administering an exclusively severe death penalty upon the company. And with that being shared, we also had during an hearing earlier in the week, the U.S. District Court Judge Amy Berman Jackson advised the involvement parties that it would be more advantageous to reach an agreement on a proposed stipulation rather than relying on the court to formulate a restraining order. The judge emphasized that a temporary restraining order carries a limited duration of 2 weeks, which might prove inadequate for a comprehensive hearing. This is particularly true considering the substantial volume of submitted exhibits amounting to over 4,000 pages. The proposed agreement includes additional provisions such as the creation of a new crypto wallet by Binance US, which will be inaccessible to employees of other Binance entities. And furthermore, Binance US commits to providing additional information to the SEC and agrees to be accelerated discovery schedule. And notably, US-based customers will retain the ability to withdraw funds throughout this period, which is good for the investors. I mean, asset freeze being a death blow to the company is also a death blow to investors. Now, if accepted, the proposed agreement will partially address the SEC's concerns while the broader lawsuit progresses. The SEC recently sued Binance and Binance US for trading unregistered securities and alleging commingling of funds and poor practices. However, the proposed agreement does not encompass the broader lawsuit. So there you have it. How do you think this is likely to play out and fare for Binance and Binance US and the crypto industry as a whole? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments right down below. And now let's break down our next story of the day, and that's the latest controversy coming from Tether, USDT. Then we'll break down an upcoming exponential move as per macro guru Raoul, followed by the latest with the BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF, which can send the Bitcoin price parabolic, followed by Jack Mallers' $1 million Bitcoin price prediction, introduction, and then we'll dive into some live Q&A. Now, Tether, the company behind market-leading stablecoin USDT, has addressed concerns regarding its operational decisions. According to documents released by the New York Attorney General, Tether reportedly deactivated approximately 29 accounts belonging to prominent crypto players back in 2021. Now, it appears that most individuals on the list had their accounts terminated for different reasons. And while the reasons for the account terminations were not disclosed, Tether responded by indicating it's unwilling to comment on individual relationships. However, the company clarified that all individuals had undergone rigorous compliance checks during onboarding, as well as ongoing monitoring as mandated by Tether's compliance policies. And among the deactivated accounts were MoonPay, BlockFi, CMS Holdings, and Galois Capital. And although the NYAG investigation concluded as early as February of 2021, it has come to light that certain documents in the investigation extended until around June of the same year. User codes within these documents have already been redacted. Now, the NYAG gathered these docs while investigating Tether and its sister company, Bitfinex, for misappropriating $850 million in funds. And during this time, iFinex, the parent company of both entities, requested a 30-day extension to produce the critical financial documents before the expiration of the previously scheduled date. Now, ultimately, the involved parties reached a settlement in which Tether agreed to pay a penalty of $18.5 million, which is virtually a slap on the wrist to them, and halt trading activities in New York. And subsequently, media outlets and Coinbase requested the NYAG to publicly disclose Tether's initial quarterly report under the Freedom of Information Act. However, Tether objected to this request, citing the need to safeguard its customers' confidential info from potential exploitation by malicious individuals. And despite Tether's objection, the NYAG allowed media outlets access to the docs, revealing the deactivation of numerous company accounts. So there you have it. I think the FUD will continue with Tether USDT, as the mainstream never seems to like them or promote them, but facts don't lie. Their market cap continues to climb as Circle USDC continues to decline. So take it for what it's worth. Which stablecoin do you trust the most at this current time and landscape in the crypto market? Is it Tether USDT? Is it Circle's USDC? Is it a stablecoin such on the Ethereum blockchain, such as DAI? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments right down below. And now let's break down an exponential move ahead incoming for the crypto market as per macro guru Raoul Pal. Here we go. Real Vision CEO Raoul Pal is predicting a huge move to the upside for the crypto market in the coming years. The former Goldman Sachs exec tells his million Twitter followers crypto will likely see a new all-time high in what he calls the exponential age of time of massive growth of tech and digital asset innovation, along with widespread network adoption. Full send, let's get it. It certainly feels like the exponential age is playing out and remains one of the most hated rallies since 2009. This is likely to be a multi-year exponential move in tech and crypto. However, at some point, we will soon see a correction and some sideways action in tech, but I have no idea when. At some point too, crypto, which led this move, will begin its next phase higher. Then the everything code will kick in as the debt interest payments get monetized and banks get probably bailed out later in 2024 and 2025. That debasement, not liquidity, is the easy part when it starts and is when the asset prices go into hyperspace. The early days still. Now, Powell defines the exponential age as the simultaneous explosion of the recent tech advancements accompanied by the use cases with high adoption. Quoting him again here, right at the same time when we've got the revolution of digital value and money, we've also got the electric vehicle and green energy revolution, the digitization of emerging markets, the Internet of Things, virtual reality, wearable technology, biotech, 3D printing, autonomous vehicles, robots, AI industry, distributive computing, 5G and 6G, and space Wi-Fi, and rolling out in the next 5 years. That's unbelievable. We're going to hit Metcalfe's law on every one of these in the next 5 years. And yes, there will be ups and downs, and there will be bubbles and booms and busts. But we are going to see the largest group of things in an exponential trend that we have ever seen before. It's a new era. It is the exponential age, and it's going to be a golden age of opportunity. So there you have it. Very optimistic outlook for the future of crypto. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the macro guru. And to watch this video he did entitled Faster Than the Internet, Raoul Pal's Introduction to the Exponential Age, check the show notes below the video. in the description. And now let's break down our next breaking story of the day, which is on everyone's mind, which is the BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF, which can send the price parabolic. Now, what's most interesting to me is back in 2017, the BlackRock CEO Larry Fink said that Bitcoin was an index for money laundering. But as I tell you often on the show, don't listen to what they say. Watch what they do, because they are going all in on the king crypto right now. And then we'll break down Jack Mallers' $1 million price prediction and why he is so bullish. And then we'll dive into our live Q&A. And if you're just joining us or new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to turn on all notifications. Now, billionaire Mike Novogratz says the BlackRock filing for Bitcoin exchange traded fund is the best thing that can happen to the king crypto. In a new interview with the Claman Countdown, the Galaxy Digital chief executive says he's hoping for BlackRock, the investment firm with over $10 trillion in assets under management, to succeed, because it would make it easier for the blue chip investors to dive into this space. However, at this time of writing, all Bitcoin ETS requests sent to the US SEC for approval have thus far been rejected. Quoting him here, I say a Hail Mary and to our fathers every night that they are successful. If BlackRock chief executive Larry Fink can pull it off, that is a stunningly big deal for the space, because it makes it really easy for institutions to participate, as they are the biggest asset manager world. Now, there is no reason we shouldn't have a Bitcoin ETF, exchange traded fund. We have got a futures ETF. The judge already kind of castigated that the SEC for the lunacy of that in the Grayscale case, so we shall see. And further elaborating his stance, Novogratz tells his 500,000 Twitter followers that BlackRock succeeding in its bid for a Bitcoin ETF would be optimal for the crypto asset by market cap. Quoting him here, BlackRock getting a Bitcoin ETF through would be the best thing that can happen for BTC. BlackRock initially filed a request with the SEC for the iShares Bitcoin Trust on June 15th. Other companies that attempted to create Bitcoin ETFs include Grayscale, VanEck, Cathie Woods, ARK Invest. Now, I want to stop right there and also point this out, a fact that the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, they're trying to convert into a spot Bitcoin ETF. And in fact, there's lawsuits against the SEC for not allowing it. They've rejected literally every spot Bitcoin ETF in existence for the United States. But it seems that BlackRock, commingling with the government, it seems they're going to be able to cut the line and get this approved. But what we do know, if a spot Bitcoin ETF finally gets approved, it's massively bullish for the entire crypto industry, because there are trillions upon trillions of dollars sitting on the sidelines just waiting for this moment to happen. And could it be a coincidence that the Bitcoin halving is only 10 months out here in 2024, around the corner? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments below. And when do you feel we're likely to get this spot Bitcoin ETF approved? Holla at your boy. And now let's break down our final story of the day, our breaking story. And $1 million price action for the king crypto, as per Jack Mallers, the Strike CEO. And if you missed it, he recently did in a talk at the Bitcoin Miami conference announcing something major. Strike relocated to El Salvador, taking advantage of all the greatness to come, with Bukele and what they're doing over there, but also introduced Strike app, which is a Lightning Network protocol, which allows you to send and receive money, ultimately crippling the remittance business, because you can send and receive funds, for example, now from United States to Mexico, virtually free and instant. And it is now available in over 65 countries around the world. So massive kudos to Jack Mallers, as I love what he is doing in the space. And with that being shared, now let's break down our next story of the day and discuss the top reasons why the Bitcoin price will hit $1 million, according to the Strike CEO, Jack Mallers. Here we go. Bitcoin beats hyperinflation. Speaking on CNBC's Power Lunch with Kelly Evans, Strike CEO Jack Mallers discusses the role of Bitcoin in the ongoing banking crisis. Mallers is 100% convinced Bitcoin price will hit $1 million, fueled by hyperinflation. And according to Mallers, the Fed has tarnished its name by printing more and more money to save the banking industry, despite claims to reduce inflation by 2%. As such, Mallers expects that the interest rates to continue to go up, pushing the Bitcoin prices higher demand. And moreover, Mallers reiterated the fact that there will only be 21 million Bitcoin units despite the increased demand. Quoting him here, there are only two things I can guarantee in this world. Number one, nobody can live forever. Facts. And nobody can create more than 21 million Bitcoin. Facts. For everything else, there will always be more supply given enough demand. That's why the only two things I truly value are my life and my Bitcoin. Very bold words coming from the Strike CEO. And notably, Mahlers bashed the altcoin industry for being centralized, with founders holding massive coins at the expense of the secondary market. And as such, Jack Mahlers thinks altcoins are suitable for speculation and should ultimately be used to accumulate more BTC. Quoting him here, "My overall opinion is that the name of the game is to accumulate as much Bitcoin as possible. Alts are interesting, but a lot more speculative. I use them to accumulate more BTC." So there you have it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the Strike CEO that the Bitcoin price is likely to reach $1 million. And now with the BlackRock spot ETF application in play, let me know if you think that's likely to get approved and usher in this $1 million price prediction sooner than many of us think. And with that being shared, welcome to each and every one of you just joining us, tuning in the live chat. Massive respect to everyone out there. Coin Father, Megadon, Bitcoin Maximus, what is good? I'm going to start from the very, very top. Digital Dankness. What's poppin'? Crypto News Alerts. The wife is talking about going to the farmer's market this morning. I'll probably not. All good, fam. Do what you got to do. Evan Rivero says, good morning. The crypto market is on fire. Looking forward to this next bull rush. Absolutely. I love it when the market is pumping like this. During yesterday's live show, we pumped like somewhere between $1,000 to $1,500. We're still up $673 in the past 24 hours. As you can see, Bitcoin on the cusp of 26,500. Let's frickin' go. Welcome, Evan Rivero. Welcome, LFC Liverpool Film Club. We got Tony Jeffries in the building. Little red flag. Get your crypto out of the atomic wallet. Very important note here. I had about $400 in it, had my own 12-word key, and shared them with no one, but the Bitcoin is gone. Thankfully, most in cold storage. So there you have it. He's telling you first and foremost regarding this atomic wallet hack. It's not just him that was affected. This was mainstream news I covered a couple of days ago. So if you have any crypto in the atomic wallet, remove it into a safe wallet, which is not hackable, preferably a Trezor, or there's a lot of alternatives out there as well. Let me know which crypto hardware wallet you trust the most. And also a reminder to not keep your crypto on the exchanges, not your crypto. If it's, not your keys, not your crypto at the end of the day, and you do want to put that into self-custody, but you also have to learn how to self-custody your crypto, so you do have a degree of responsibility here, you know what I mean? Thankfully, it was only $400. Glad to hear that. Imagine if it would have been multiple Bitcoin. Oh my God. I will recover in time, but it was an expensive lesson and enough to piss me off. Please take note, the atomic wallet is not safe and has been hacked. So there you have it, coming firsthand from one of our listeners, Tony Jeffries. Thank you for the warning. And again, proceed with caution, fam. Thanks, JV. Any amount of Satoshis is enough to lose the thieves who have no morals. I agree. Doesn't matter if it's $100 stolen, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. It sucks just the same. I know from firsthand experience dealing with scammers, and I can't stand scammers. There's too many of them here in crypto. Michael says, part of the reason I moved my coins off the ledger and I'm starting to save my bag over a variety of hard wallets. Smart move, Volkman. Appreciate you sharing with the fam. What's good, Bitcoin Maximus? Always a pleasure. On a brighter note, my granddaughter Millie had just become a Satoshi millionaire. Massive shout out to Millie. Well done. And yeah, she is 8 years old and always asks me for her Sats pocket money. Liverpool's first 8-year-old Sat millionaire. That's what's up. Shout out to the future generations. My daughter is 9 years old, and she is also a Bitcoiner. You gotta love it. The future is looking bright. You can say that again. Who is still waiting for a $15,000 Bitcoin price? Isn't it ironic? As soon as the markets start to tank just a little bit, you got people with their doomsday predictions saying new lows incoming, people predicting sub $10,000 Bitcoin price. But I've been telling you, I believe the bottom is in that we hit back in November of last year when we hit roughly 15,700. I think 20,000, you know what I mean, is the new bottom. I don't see us revisiting sub 20,000, but then again, everything is in probabilities. So even though I don't believe it is to happen, there is still a probability it may happen. I'd give it about a 10% chance at this time. Last week, after the lawsuits versus the top exchanges in the world, Coinbase and Binance, back to back, I said there may be a 20% chance we revisit sub 20,000, but now the bulls have came back. You got to love it. Much respect to all my long-term hodlers out there. Not holding my breath waiting for it, but I do recognize it as being a possibility, even if it's a small possibility based on previous cycles trending that way. I would only want cheap sats. That's right. I mean, regardless of what happens for the price action, when you get a discount, seize the moment. Take advantage of it. I pray daily for us to hit the previous all-time high. You know it's only a matter of time. We got that 69,000 back in November of 2021. And even if we only 2x this cycle for the peak, we're still realistically talking about $138,000 Bitcoin price action. Let's go. I never wait for lower or higher prices in USD. I just keep converting USD to BTC. Smart move, Volkman. I like what you got going on there. Pound sterling to Bitcoin, in my case, is Maximus. That's what's up. One Bitcoin will always be equal to one Bitcoin, and dollars are trash. Thanks for the reminder, digital dankness. Only store at your local bank what you're willing to lose in hyperinflation. Remember, all of your USD sitting at the bank is like a melting ice cube, guaranteed to lose purchasing power, while Bitcoin is guaranteed to gain purchasing power because of the finite limited supply, whereas with the money printer we know for a fact, continue to go. But I know I'm preaching to the choir. Just posted on LinkedIn and Twitter. Thank you, Tony Jeffries. I greatly appreciate the level of support. If you're new to the channel, make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell icon, turn on all notifications so you don't miss out each and every day when I go live. Good to see you, Mike M. We got a lot of Michaels in the building. Much love. Digital Dankness. Pastor Blunt says, Jeff. What's good, Jeff? BTFD. Thanks for the reminder. Dankness says, so if the SEC haven't defined the laws, how are they going to make lawsuits stick? Make up the laws as the trial is in motion. Precisely what the SEC does. I don't understand how this is even possible. I don't understand how this is even legal, but this is what we're facing. So maybe if we can band together and stick together, we can make some change in the industry and we get some, clarity from No Claire Care and the SEC. But again, I'm not holding my breath because I think this is all by design. Yeah, I mean, nothing is a coincidence in my opinion. Yes, this is pod episode number 1315. Let's freaking go. And this is the highest I've seen the Bitcoin dominance in a very long time. According to CoinMarketCap, we are at 48.1% as we were stuck below 48% for a very long time. So are we heading back to 51%, which could be a 51% attack on the altcoin market? Let me know how you feel this is likely to play out and how high do you think the Bitcoin dominance can likely climb for this cycle? Holla at your boy. It's a good day to DCA. Drew Webb says, I believe it's a good day to DCA every single day, but hey, that's just me. What's good, Adam, too? Welcome. Appreciate you tuning in and joining us live. Saturday, Sats Day, 100%. You already know. Grant Dunn, Bitcoin and Chill Saturday. Bitcoin Buy Day. Love it. BTFD, seize the moment. Once you understand Bitcoin, you understand how messed up the world is. Facts. And if you understand how messed up the world is, then you truly get Bitcoin and why we need it, as it's the antidote to this messed up world. It's the escape valve to unplug from the matrix, ultimately, you know what I mean? And it's also the antidote to the CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. And it's, uncorruptible, it's unconfiscatable, it's borderless, and it has all the traits you would need for perfect money. I truly believe that. We have resistance on Bitcoin at around 27.2 and then upward channel at about 29,000. Well, let's break this 27.2 resistance and get back above 30,000, shall we? Yeah, I mean, Coinfather, do you have a suggestion for a technical analyst study book? The BlackRock ETF would still be months away before it's available. I'm confident it'll be approved since Larry Fink usually gets what he does for his control mass amount of world money. Yeah, and as I mentioned in the story, there's over 500 ETF apps and virtually every single one minus one has been accepted by the U.S. government because the U.S. government and BlackRock are like this. So this can very well be by design. There's native crypto companies that help build this crypto space, Binance, Coinbase, two of many, and they're going after them. Major lawsuits, criminal charges against CZ, and lo and behold, Bitcoin Spot ETF by BlackRock application right off the back of that the following week. Coincidence? I think not. But what are your thoughts? Let me know. Audit the SEC, says Dankness, and get the government's fingers out of our pockets. 100%. And don't forget to audit Gary Gensler while you're at it. He claims to have never invested into any cryptocurrency, but back in 2017, 2018, he was giving speeches at MIT and universities around the world. So I don't believe him whatsoever. Let me know what you guys think. As the value goes up, the heads start to swivel. The skeptics soften. That's right. Michael, no, sorry, I spent years studying and making mistakes myself when I got into trading. I'm not a day trader, I'm a swing trader, says CoinFather. Happy Saturday, fam. Happy Saturday, Stack and Stats Day to Jeremy Amos. Appreciate you tuning in. Michael V, I took Johnny Bravo's course. I found them helpful, but if you just do some YouTube searches, you can learn analysis and trends. That's facts. There's so much free information available here on the tube. I am not a trader, I'm a hodler, but looking for ways for better timing buys. Word up. No one can time the market perfectly. That's why we just DCA. And over the long haul, we all winners. All the long-term hodlers of Bitcoin over a 4-year period or longer are up. That's because there is a Bitcoin halving cycle every 4 years, which drives the demand, and the scarcity ultimately increases as there is a very limited supply. And when you got high demand and very limited quantities, number go up technology in full effect as the Bitcoin game theory continues around the world. You know what I mean? Yeah, so Bravo is an amazing trader. I shorted SVIB Bank on advice from him back in February, says CoinFather, and ended up being one of the best trades of all year. CoinFather says he trusts USDT. Me too. Regardless of all the FUD coming out, if I had to choose a stablecoin, I would absolutely use USDT over USDC because I don't trust any company who is anti-Bitcoin, and I already know the CEO of USDC is anti-Bitcoin, just like Scam Bankman-Fried himself, while the founders of Tether and the CEO are pro-Bitcoin and Bitcoin adoption, hence why they're putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet. That's what's up. I have friends in Asia and Middle East where they'll be moving from USDC to USDT. Glad to hear that. The government is not invincible. If you listen in school, there are 3 branches to keep them in line. It will require a Supreme Court case against them. It does seem this way. And I think that the crypto exchanges would likely win in the Supreme Court where there's actually justice, because in the kangaroo court, there is no justice whatsoever, just continued shenanigans. The spouse says that it is time to go to the farmer's market. Do what you got to do. Pick up your fresh produce. Michael Volkman, I appreciate you tuning in live as always. Much love and much respect. CoinFather says it's slowly becoming the consensus. Also, Bitcoiners are the ones that are behind USDT. Exactly why I feel confident it will prevail over USDC. So we're on the same page right there. We'll watch later. Come back, watch the replay. Much love. Do what you got to do, Volkman. Megadon, welcome. What's new, fam? Good to see you in the building. Blockstream Jade Wallet is good. Thanks for your recommendation, IT Akra. Appreciate that very, very much. Shout out to Jack. I do the same swing alts to buy more Bitcoin. Massive shout out to Jack Mullers, our fearless leader. Don't sell your Bitcoin to BlackRock, says Grant Dunn. 100%. Now is the time to hodl. Hold on for dear life and keep stacking them sats. You know what I mean? There's a very limited supply. If BlackRock has the funds to purchase up all the Bitcoin on the exchanges left, what does that say? The price is going to continue to go up. We have scarcity. We got a Bitcoin halving 10 months out. I couldn't be more bullish right now. BlackRock will get approved. Gensler and Fink are homies 100%, just like Gensler and Scam Bankman-Fried are homies. Hence why Scam Bankman-Fried isn't in jail. Hence why, you know what I mean? They got away without any massive criminal lawsuits. Well, I mean, they're pending, but we'll see how that plays out. Do you think Scam Bankman-Fried is likely to avoid jail time? Let me know. I just feel like he's an insider and he's going to be protected, and it just is what it is. Grant, better yet, accumulate before BlackRock makes their first massive Bitcoin purchase when it launches. Great point. So if it's going to be a few months for this Bitcoin ETF to be approved, that gives us a few more months of stacking, because trust me, if that gets approved, the price is going to skyrocket. There's no doubt about it. In my personal opinion, that's my 2 Satoshis. Let me know if you agree or disagree. So knowing that is a strong possibility for the BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF to be approved in the United States by the SEC. I would start stacking sats like there there is no tomorrow. Just saying. Macro big picture still tells me a 60% chance Bitcoin testing the 2022 low, along with 15 to 25% drop in the S&P. Thanks for sharing your honest thoughts and analysis, Coin Father. My guess is a 10% chance, but we shall see what happens. So you're saying it's more likely, in your opinion, that we test the current lows of the cycle. Maximus, hope all buying the dip. Once the BlackRock ETF gets approved, life will get crazy. You already know. Do it every day with the fold card, says CoinFather. Jeff says 60%. CoinFather says pay my bills with it and get 1% back in sats. And every $10 purchase or spent, you get a spin of the sats wheel. Sounds exciting. Say we golden. Yeah, we golden 2.0. You got it, Ron P. God bless. Appreciate you tuning in, fam, as always. Got 25 sats on fold today for 38 on lowly. That's what's up, Satwise Janks. How you doing, fam? Good to see you as always. Much love and much respect. Keep stacking them stats. Jeff, there is we say there is Bitcoin and there is Bitcoin. What's the second best cryptocurrency? Let me know if you want to know in the comments below. Want to know the second best? As per Michael Saylor, there is no second best. There's Bitcoin and there's Bitcoin. Yeah, classic. Bitcoin, not crypto, says Dan Drummond. What's good, Dan? Good to see you, buddy. What are your thoughts on the BlackRock news? Do you think that spot ETF is likely to get approved? You guys let me know below. BlackRock 500 to 1 on ETF approval. Only ever had one ETF decline. That's facts. So Megadon, you already know. 3% dining, says Statwise Janks. Let's freaking go, says Bitcoin Trini. Let's go. Hey, caught the end. What up, Crypto News Alerts fam? J-Dub the Laker, 21 mil in the building. Good to see you, fam. How you doing today? Let me know in the comments right down below. And what's most enticing and exciting to you in the entire crypto market right now? Holla at your boy. Damn, homie, JV is swole. That's right, boy. I appreciate that. I had to rock the tank to represent Brooklyn today. Both my parents being from Brooklyn. May my father soul rest in peace. Yeah, Crypto News Alert stackers, have a great Saturday. You already know, fam. Enjoy your weekend. Lots of exciting things happening. I mean, last week it seemed like doomsday with the SEC unlawful actions, with those massive lawsuits against the versus Binance and Coinbase being the top two crypto exchanges. But this week, things got more optimistic. BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF. I mean, this could be the game changer we have all been waiting for and talking about here on the channel for a very long time. So I do pray it comes into fruition. Now, I also note that BlackRock, they already control all the big companies in the world. They are the most powerful entity in the world, with over roughly 10 trillion in assets under management. So this is a little bit scary, but at the same time, it's going to create more demand. And with more institutional demand, we already know the prices are virtually guaranteed to go up, just due to the fact of the scarcity of the protocol mixed with the demand. You know what I mean? Those two factors equal bullish. Just saying. If BlackRock can't get it done in its first attempt, they'll throw money at it until it becomes a reality. Great point. It's just a matter of time. Jeff says JV going to play some b-ball. It just started raining, so I don't know if today is a good day to play, but you already know I was playing yesterday. I play virtually every day after I hit the gym. I go to the basketball courts. I love basketball. Keeps me young and keeps me in shape. Bullish on ETF, not ideal, but will pump inevitably. Agreed. The time is near, Bitcoiners. 100%. Preach. Yeah, that's what's up. Bitcoin Trini agrees. Maximus agrees. Long live Bitcoin. Keep stacking them stats. And with that being shared, fam, now for a recap, what I covered with you here in today's show, I shared why the crypto market is currently pumping, mostly due to the news of the BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF app being submitted to the SEC. We also discussed SEC versus Binance and the latest saga as they created a temporary agreement on asset access and decided not to freeze the assets on the exchange, which is definitely good for the customers. We also discussed Tether response to account deactivation controversy, raising compliance checks. We also discussed the latest from macro guru Raoul predicting exponential move for crypto over the long term, and says that the current sell-off is nothing more than noise. We also discussed the latest from billionaire Mike Novogratz, saying that the BlackRock filing for Bitcoin ETF is the best thing that can happen to the king crypto. And I also shared with you the top reasons why the Bitcoin price will likely hit $1 million, according to the Strike CEO, Jack Mallers. But where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on Sunday.